and then I broadened my interest into doing something more creative, and game development fell on my radar. Had no experience before, but I dove right in. So from 2021, I did school. I haven't done consultancy work, leadership work, mentorship work, freelance work, and as of today, I am a advocate of the industry and do as much as I can with my knowledge in game development.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And like I said, you've seen very sharp around your responses on some of the LinkedIn articles and connections that we have. For those people that might not be within the industry, what is some of the things that people get wrong about indie games? What are some of the things people get wrong? For instance, we all know it's expensive to get into the industry, but is it like so crazy expensive you have to have a studio, or like, there is a misnomer about in 2026 needing to know coding 100%? What are some of the misconceptions about indie game development?
I would say it's a great question as well, Rhonda. I would say, first of all, making games, it's more of how we can make a interactive entertainment piece of product in the most proficient, in the most smart, and in the most business minded way as possible. And I think that is the biggest misconception of what people are taking from indie developers, from even solo developers. And that's why they more or less have a beacon to big companies like we have EA, Rockstar, Ubisoft, all of these companies, and they already undermine a little bit of the indies is because they don't see them as professional as them, because
Hmm.
it takes a lot of things to do game development. But in their defense, having been a studio consultant for many in the independent companies, and having known a lot of independent developers, I think that it's more professional than they seem. Of course, not all of them need to have the biggest studios, the biggest offices, and a lot of them even work remotely. But when it comes to business,